I've been hearing things about cats coming down, and I really want to know how true this is. Have you heard uh, cats from Philly and New York, Chicago supposed to be coming down and posting up at the spot on Roscoe where PNB got shot?
That would not be a good idea. First of all, secondly, I did talk with Lonzo yesterday at length about Philly goons saying that. Well, what they were saying is that LA rappers aren't safe on the East Coast. They even called out
Right.
Kendrick Lamar. They called out fuck
No.
man, Roddy Rich and Snoop and Blueface even got mentioned. But no, I believe this is the first I'm hearing that they want to. So tell me this again. They want to come out to L.A. and post up
Yeah.
where. Please, God,
Okay, so
please
I
don't
got
do
a
that.
cousin.
Please don't do that.
I, I got a cousin that live right across the street, and you can walk to her house probably like 2 minutes from that Roscoe, maybe three. And so I called her the other day. And she's like, "Yeah, there's already some cats out there from Phillies with their Philadelphia Eagles hats on and just that
No.
putting candles out there though.
Oh,
Not
okay,
like
okay.
not
Not
really,
tripping. Okay, gotcha. That's
yeah,
good. Yeah, that's fine.
yeah.
Yeah.
So the day I heard what I heard about them coming down here, the day I called her. She's like, "Oh, they already out here." So I'm sure there's plenty cats already in LA from Philly. You know what I'm saying? So those are probably the ones that are out there. But as far as like goons coming out here, and I heard Whack 100 spoke on it on. It wasn't Clubhouse. I got to go find the clip, but I can send it to you when I find it. It's another site. But he said they supposed to first. He said like 50, 60, something like that. I'm like, okay, that really ain't going. That number ain't. I think they come out here all they want. I heard they driving out here because they can't get burners on the airplane, all kind of stuff. You know what I mean? So then I heard they hit up New York and Chicago and to stick up with them. And I heard it's supposed to be an Instagram or a Facebook page or some page dedicated to them niggas clicking us coming out here. And I heard it's up to like 200, something like that. And I heard the Latin Kings want to come out here because they want to smoke Ramos on some. I'm like, what? They got nothing to do with this PNB thing or nothing, but so but this is just all hearsay, just what I'm hearing, and I know some of y'all listening have seen probably the same clips I've seen. um, yeah, that's so yeah, you're right. It's not a good idea, and Black 100 was also saying that, and I agree. I agree with him on this. Is that in LA they are never, I don't care what section it is, and no, they're never going to allow out of towners to come and push any kind of line. You know what I'm saying? So the gangs that didn't get along, whatever in that area, will get along
Yeah, they'll
in
Voltron up
order.
like a motherfucker.
Right. And that's exactly what he said. They will Voltron up.
Mm. There you go. Damn.
Yeah, but I'll send you when we're done, whatever. I'll send you that link. When I find it, I'll send it.
Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't advise that, and I would, and man, I would advise LA rappers right now, just since it is a little hot, just to maybe be careful traveling to the East Coast. Right now it's just a weird time right now in hip hop, right?
Yeah, and you and see, and if you notice when they was calling out our West Coast rappers or whatever, you know, Roddy is probably the youngest person they mentioned, but Snoop, they especially Snoop, they older. Snoop ain't about all that, all right? But that ain't the point for them. The point for them is just get somebody from West and like Cali, but they need to understand it's not niggas ain't being targeted just because town. You know what I'm saying? Because look at the numbers they hitting LA cats too. You know, so and for whatever reason, whether it's for the jury or just being hit, Draco, Slim 400, Hip, I think everybody. It's so many that I get a brain for freeze
Yeah,
every once
yeah,
in a while. But yeah, so it ain't just it ain't just out of towners. You got to know how to move when you in LA. LA is a certain kind of place. So
it is.
I don't mean checking in either. I just mean you got to know how to move.
Yeah, you'll never see me walking around. See, I trip out when I see people walking down the street, especially females. Y'all need to stop doing this. But they'll have earbuds in. They have their head down, texting,
Oh
looking at
yeah,
YouTube while they're walking down the street. I'm like, this is not the city to be doing that. You are literally like the weakest gazelle when a lion sees the gazelle and the one kind of limping a little bit or not paying attention like the other gazelles are. That's the one they go
right.
after.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah,
Somebody not paying attention or somebody weak and feeble looking not able to fight back. So you're right, man. I never I used to have the headphones but not the earbuds or whatever back in the days when I used to walk before I had a whip. You know what I'm saying? I
yeah.
used to
But you
walk
still have your
around.
eye on this, your head on a swivel. You're still looking around. You know what I mean? Even though you're listening to music.
Yeah, as a black man, when we walk out that door, I think it's just automatic brain.
Yeah, and it's not paranoia. It's just
Right.
growing up in a certain area.
Think this. Uh-huh.
Man. All right. Well, let's keep it going. So, all right, cool. So, Inglewood, California, Trazel. What was a young Trazel like, man? Were you a good kid running the street? Were you banging? Were you playing video games? What was a young Trazel like?
Yeah, so me personally, I'm not from a gang. I want to put that out. I am not anybody's gang. Mom sent me to San Diego in order to get me from being around gangsters and stuff. That's all that there is. High school, you know what I'm saying? Well, there's mostly gangsters. So as a kid, uh, I went to Loyola Fairmount
Paramount,
University, Fairmount, Westchester,
LMU.
and nah, not LMU. Conservatory. That's what I meant to
Oh,
say.
okay,
This
gotcha.
dude's no long. I'm not a university. Yes. College. So yeah, so I went to Loyola Marymount Conservatory for gifted kids. I played the violin.
Okay, that's dope, homie. So the
Second chair violinist or second or third chair violinist. Um, and in the orchestra, and which is kind of what got me to really start focusing on music. Then I started learning how to read stuff like that. So, um, and my mom was doing her thing at the time, but and then let's see, that was fourth, fifth, sixth grade, then seventh grade, and wound back in public school at Trojan. But as a kid, no, I didn't bang. I didn't start hanging around with knuckleheads things like that until actually he did something. I had a little bit more freedom. I was able to be out in the streets longer, uh, and it, yeah. So yeah, I was very close to joining the gang, but no, I never joined the gang. But I did some things. It's like I'm a G in my own right. I grew up as a California kid, um, absorbed the California culture. Did everything everybody else did that is from me, except I'm out. So I did time, shot, shot at, just it's crazy. And recently I was just thinking about all this. I'm like I'm my own gang.
yeah,
It's like
which
you
I
know,
think is better.
but I mean, yeah,
Only person you have to answer to is yourself.
that's it. I'm a dirt on my own when I did do the dirt. So
We're not
no,
we're not
I'm
advocating dirt. We're not advocating any of that. We're grown men now. We believe,
oh yeah,
in
yeah.
nothing but dirt. Yeah, but okay, all right, okay. You mentioned earlier that you were locked up in '92 during the riots. How much time
Yeah,
total did you give to the system behind bars, if you could put a number on it?
just it was all county time, so I never went in. collectively, I want to think about body year and a half, 4 years there, 3 years. I kept violating my probation, man. I turned like 2 years probation into like 5. Every time I got out, I just report. So I just so until the last time sick. After that, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna keep my nose, I'm not probation outside. Paperwork. But after that, never looked back, man. I that probation out and good. I've even had my record expunged since then, so I can do so I can make some moves.